Welcome to an overview of the appointment solution. After watching this video, you'll be able to create an appointments event, schedule appointments between attendees, control attendee privileges, and customize the attendee website. Let's go ahead and create an appointment event. Just click the button in the top right corner. If you'd like, you can associate your appointments event to an event created in the Event Cloud. To do that, click Link to an existing registration event. Select the ellipsis button, and then select your event. For this one, we won't associate a registration event, so we'll give our event a name. If you'd like to provide a description, that will appear on the appointment website. After changing the start and end date of your event, we can then go down and edit the information that will appear in any correspondence. Click Save when finished. If you'd like to edit this information, you can always change this in Event Details and then selecting Event Information. Now that we've created our event, let's go ahead and start by adding locations to where our appointments can take place. To do that, we'll go to Event Details and select Locations. To create a new location, let's click Create Location. We'll give our location a name, whether it's a table or a room. The display name is how it will appear to attendees on the website. If you're tight on space in the location, you can assign a capacity by selecting Limit the Capacity, and then decide how many attendees you can have in each appointment, as well as how many appointments can occur at a location at once. When you're finished, click Save. Now that we have our locations created, let's go ahead and associate our attendees to this event. Go to Attendee Management and select Attendees. It's important to note, if your appointments event is linked to a standard registration event, people will populate in this list as they register for the event. For events that are not linked to a standard registration event, simply create a spreadsheet of your attendees, click Import Attendees, and then select the file. Click Next to continue. On the next page, decide what information on your spreadsheet matches up to the information in CVET. After importing the file, your list of attendees should populate momentarily. Now that we've done that, let's go ahead and create groups which will segment our attendees. To create a group, click Create Group and give it a name. After giving it a name, simply place a check mark next to each person you'd like to add to that group and select the Add button up top. Click Save when finished. To create a new group, simply go back to the Groups page and do the process over again. Now that we've grouped our attendees together, let's create appointment types for them to select from. To do that, we'll hover over Event Details and select Appointment Types. You'll see by default the event appointment type, which can be edited by simply selecting Edit next to the appointment type itself. To create a new appointment type, back in the Appointment Types page, select Create Appointment Type and give it a type. After providing a name, we can decide whether the appointment will display to the planner, attendees, or both. Repeat the process as necessary. Now that we've created a few more appointment types, let's create some rules to decide what groups of attendees can schedule appointments and who can accept them. To do that, we'll go to Event Details and select Schedule Rules. A list will populate with each appointment type and their corresponding groups underneath. To change who can request appointments, who can receive requests, and who can create requests between members of the same group, click Edit. If you'd like your general attendees to receive appointment requests but not send requests, simply deselect the requester's checkbox. If you'd like the opposite for your VIPs, to not receive requests, simply deselect the requestee's check from the checkbox. You can also control a minimum and maximum appointments per group member, as well as group members per an appointment. Click Save when you're done. Now that we've created our rules, we'll want to go ahead and set up time slots for our attendees to schedule appointments with one another. To do that, hover over Event Details and select Time Slots. From here, you'll see a calendar appear with all your locations as well as the times available. To create a new time slot, simply click Create Time Slot. Decide the appointment type that you'd like to set a time slot for. Select the date and time range, the interval, and the passing time. To associate locations to this appointment, simply click Add Locations and mark off which appointments you'd like to associate. Click Apply when finished. As the planner, you also have the option to schedule appointments between attendees themselves. That can be done from the Calendar section. To schedule an appointment between attendees, simply place a check mark next to each attendee, and then click the green Create Appointment button in the top right-hand corner. Provide a name. You can also provide a description as well. Be sure to select a time slot to decide where the attendees will meet. Then click Apply and associate your attendees appropriately. Click Save when finished. If you'd like to change the look of your appointment's website, you can do that from the Website section. Simply click Edit and change the color of each place you'd like to change. If you'd like to add a header, click the ellipsis button and select the file from your image library. Once you've finished customizing your website and you're ready to launch your appointments event, go to the Overview page and select Launch Event. To invite our attendees to the event, simply click Communication, and then the drop-down arrow next to Appointment Event Welcome, and decide to send to all attendees or just the new attendees added since the last time you sent the email. And confirm. Thank you for watching the overview of the Appointment Solution Trade.